Okay, so in part B, same as the last one, we're trying to again determine whether or not there is some sort of symmetry that exists here, whether it be point or line symmetry or neither. And so the test for doing so is to input negative x into the function of question and see what comes out on the other side, right? And so what I'm going to do is just evaluate this function at negative x and see what comes out. Okay, and what I'm going to see is I'm going to get x to the 4 plus 3x squared plus 1. If I'm comparing, so you can see when I input f or evaluate the function at negative x, I get the original function back out again. You'll see that is the same function that we started with, and hence that is what we define line symmetry to be. Okay, and subsequently with line symmetry comes it is an even function. Okay, and I'll do C. C is, if I evaluate C, we're going to see it's negative, or 4 negative x cubed minus 3 negative x squared plus 8 times negative x plus 1. Okay, and so this is going to be negative 4x cubed minus 3x minus 8x plus 1. Okay. And so even if I were to check, ultimately I think what I'm going to try and do here is factor out a negative to test whether or not I get, when I input negative x, do I get the negative version of the function back out? So I'll factor a negative out. We can all see that this is currently not the same thing as above. So this idea that like there's line symmetry that exists is off the table because I did not get the same function back. So we are now moving into the second part. Okay, well, let's test to see if I have some point symmetry. So what I'm going to do is try and factor a negative out, and I'll be left with 4x cubed plus 3x plus 8x minus 1. Close, but it is not the same as the function above, and hence we have neither point or line symmetry. Okay, if we were to put this on the graph, you would see it's not symmetrical in any sense. Okay, so those are that's your test. You're inputting negative x into the function and seeing what comes out. One of two things is possible. You're either going to get the negative version of the function back, or you're going to get the same function back, in which case that's an even. Okay, and that's it for, you're really talking about symmetry when it comes to even or odd functions, and that's pretty much it there.